it's Carol from Kenaway. Thanks for tuning in today. Today we're going to talk about how to read labels on your CBD products. And the reason that I think this is so important is because I get so many people who come to me that say, oh, I'm taking this product, I don't really know what I'm taking, and they send me the label and I read it and I have to interpret it for them. So I thought that it would be a good idea for me to do that for you today. So when you're looking at a CBD product, obviously it's going to come in some type of bottle, and this one is the one that I'm going to use for an example today. So on the front of the bottle, you usually have what the name of the product is, and you have the company name. And that it usually identifies what type of CBD it is, broad spectrum, full spectrum, or an isolate. And that is usually on the front of the bottle. There are also a couple of other things that are on the front of the bottle that you should be aware of. So on the bottom, it usually will tell you how many milligrams is in the bottle. Is it 300, 500, 1500? And you want to make sure that it says 1500 milligrams of CBD. If it says hemp oil, that's okay. If it says hemp extract, that's okay. But if it says hemp seed oil, that's not CBD, because there is no CBD in the seeds of the hemp plant. So hemp seed oil is not CBD. So you want to make sure that it says 1500 milligrams of CBD. And it's also going to give you the size of the bottle. A lot of products come in 1 ounce bottles, which is 30 milliliters. This bottle happens to be a 4 ounce bottle, which is 120 milliliters. So they come in all different shapes and sizes. Some of them look like this. Some of the smaller ones have a dropper on the top. So it all depends on whose product it is and how big. So what you want to look for is how big it is and what the price is. Because I also get a lot of people that say to me, oh, it was $35 or $45 for a 1 ounce bottle. But then if you compare that to a 4 ounce bottle, you want to extrapolate the price, because obviously a 4 ounce bottle is giving you more. So what else might it say? It might say contains THC. If it's a full spectrum product, it could possibly say on the front contains 0.3% THC. It may say it on the back, but some of them say it on the front. Some of them don't say it at all, but if it says full spectrum, you can pretty much guarantee that it's got the 0.3% THC. So what's on the back of the bottle? Normally it'll say nutrition facts or supplement facts, and it should have a suggested serving size. It might say 1 to 2 drops. Now, I don't know what that means, so for you, you've got to check that out. What does that mean when it comes to milligrams? Because what you're trying to do is figure out how many milligrams 1 to 2 drops is. The average adult suggested serving size is 50 milligrams. So again, I don't know what 1 to 2 drops means in milligrams. Some of them might say 3/4 of a teaspoon, which equals 50 milligrams. So you really want to look at what the suggested serving size is and how does that equate to milligrams, knowing that the suggested serving size is 50 milligrams per day. So you also want to look at servings in the bottle, because for instance, if you have a smaller bottle, a 1 ounce bottle, and you're taking 50 milligrams a day, your servings per bottle may only be 5. So you have to look at what it says on servings per bottle. An amount per serving. Again, it should say CBD, it should say hemp oil, it should say hemp extract. It should not say hemp seed oil. Again, there's very little to no CBD in hemp seed oil. And you might see some other ingredients. You might see what's called MCT, which is a medium chain triglyceride. It's a coconut oil. It's a very high quality coconut oil with all the good fats in it. And the fats help to metabolize the CBD. So that is why a lot of people use MCT as their oil with the hemp oil. You might also see natural flavors. I don't really know what that means. I'm not sure you know what that means. But they might say natural flavors. Some are flavored, some are not. Some of the labels I've seen say propylene glycol, which is generally safe for food use. It's actually used as a preservative. So you might see that in some labels, and that again is generally safe for use in food. You're also going to see in some place on the bottle it'll have warnings and cautions. Since CBD is not FDA regulated, there's going to have claims on there that say this has not been tested by the FDA. There's going to tell you that there's no medical claims that can be made about CBD and any conditions that it might be helpful for, just so you know that. You might also see a U.S. Hemp Authority certified seal. That means that this bottle has been approved by an independent agency that looks at what the product in the bottle is and what the label says to make sure they are the same. And you want to make sure that it has that on there if you're looking for a high quality CBD oil. Now, I can tell you that the FDA pulled off about a year ago 34 products off of the shelf, and they tested the product in the bottle and they looked at the labels. There were only 2 products that had what was in the bottle on the label. So you really need to be careful when you're looking for CBD that it's high quality. You might also find a QR code. The QR code on the bottle will take you to the lab results or the certificate of analysis for the batch that is in this bottle. It'll tell you exactly what's in here. It'll tell you if it has trace amounts of heavy metals. It'll tell you if it has herbicides, pesticides, how much CBD is in there, how much THC is in there. So the QR code will take you to the lab results. If the bottle or the box does not have a QR code, I would look on their website and go to where it says lab results or certificate of analysis. If you can't find that on their website or by going to a QR code on the bottle, I don't think that's a product that you want to be taking. And I actually do recommend that you go to the website of the company of the CBD that you're looking at, because it's important that you get a picture of how professional and how good that company is and what people are saying about it and what are the reviews, and again, what are the lab results. And if you can't find the lab results anywhere, I wouldn't take the product. You'll find on the website that the products might be non-GMO, no pesticides, no herbicides, no heavy metals, or they might be organic, they might be biodynamic, which is a European standard. So again, by going to the website, you'll find out more about the product that may not be on the label on the bottle. And here's a short little story for you. There was a local pharmacy near me who was selling a CBD product, and a friend of mine had bought some, and I was trying to help them figure out what exactly was in that bottle. So I happened to call the pharmacy and ask them if I could have the lab results for that bottle. On that bottle, there was no information about the company other than the name and the town where they were. There was no website, there was no phone number, there was no nothing. So when I asked the pharmacist about the lab results, he told me he would get them for me. A couple of days later, I called back and said, "Did you get the lab results for me?" And he said, "Oh, I'm having trouble getting those." And I said, "I'd really like to see them. It's really important for me to do that." And he said, "Oh, I know he tested there because I've been there," which is number one red flag for me, because you really need to have your product tested at an independent lab, not by yourself. And the other thing is he could never get the lab results for me and told me I had to write a letter to the address, to the person on the label to get the lab results. Big red flag. So I told my friend I didn't think that was a product that he should be taking. So please beware that you want to make sure you're getting a high quality CBD product, and you need to read the labels. If your product that you're looking at is inexpensive, there's probably a reason for that. And again, I would check out what you're buying before you make that purchase. If you're buying it on Amazon, you don't know what you're getting. You want to look at what the label says. You want to go to the website of the company. You want to make sure that it's triple lab tested. You want to make sure that it has a U.S. Hemp Authority seal, that you can find out what the lab results are. And again, you might have to go to the company's website to do that. So if you want more information or you have any questions about how to read labels on CBD, you can contact me through my website, which is hempwellnessguru.com. You can join my Facebook group, which is hemp with a plus sign, health with a plus sign, wellness, hemp plus health plus wellness. and fill out the contact form, and I certainly will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for tuning in, and check out the next video coming soon.